Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about my budget, about how I'm going to budget for this month. And you will see that every month I will cash up around 400 euros. And I know it looks a bit smaller than what a usual cash stuffer will use, but it's not because my income is small. Actually, my income is more than enough for a single person that has no children or no pets. The problem here is this guy. If you cannot read it, it says debt. Oh, debt? Okay, debt. Yeah. My debt takes a big chunk of my income every month, and that's by paying the minimum installment. So just to talk about my debt a little bit more, the first part, or the first time when I got part of this debt, it was to come here to France, because you need money to do all the translation of your legal documents. You need money for the legalization of the documents. You need money for the visa, for the plane tickets. Plane tickets from Ecuador to France, it can be very expensive. You need money once you are here in France. You need money for your residence permit. That can go from 70 euros to 225 euros, which is my case, plus other documents like photos or impressions, copy, etc. You need to rent a place to live, and at that time you still don't have any income. The first month you don't have income. If you come couple of months before just to do all the paperwork, you still don't have an income. So you need a lot of money just to come here. For the second part of the debt, I got it recently because I have to move in and move out constantly, because I have had only contracts of limited duration. So I have to move depending where I get my job, my new job. And I was not prepared to pay for the new guarantee, to pay for the new rent, for the new, you have to pay a month of rent in advance. I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared for the extra fees, so I had to ask for another loan. And the third time I increased my debt was, okay, this is my fault. It was because a few months ago it was my birthday, and I decided very, because I'm such a smart person, I decided to grab money from my sinking funds to buy gifts for me for my birthday. Yeah, which is a really silly idea, because when I needed to pay something that was actually inside of my sinking funds, I didn't have enough money for it. So yeah, that must be the reason why I start budgeting and then start doing some cash stuffing, because I don't want this last situation to repeat itself. Not only the last one, I don't want any of these 3 moments in my life to repeat themselves. I want to have some savings. Right now I don't have any savings. I want to be prepared for my sinking funds, and I don't want to have any more this stress about paying for my debt and grabbing a big portion of my salary just to pay my debt. So okay, now if we follow this this plan, you will see that I don't disclose the amount of my debt just because I don't think it's really necessary. Maybe next month I will show you just in percentages how much of my debt I paid in September. My rent, the services that I pay, like electricity, phone service. I don't pay for internet because it's included in my rent. Some subscriptions. I don't have streaming subscriptions. I only have YouTube, but I also have subscriptions for some tools that help me at work. And my insurance are debited directly from my bank, or I do a transfer directly from my bank account. I don't think it's necessary to disclose all these amounts. Next are my sinking funds. Right now, I don't have a binder specifically for sinking funds, but I would love to have that in the future. Probably next year, I will start separating all the sinking funds to be more organized, to be more focused on what are the categories I need to worry about. So what I pay with my sinking funds are my taxes for my residence permit and the documents that comes with it. For transportation, I don't need too much for transportation because I live relatively close, like 30 minutes away from my work by walking, and I like to walk, so it's fine. I don't use a lot of transport unless I want to go far away in the city or outside the city. It's the only moments when I need to pay for transport. And also for gifts, very soon. It's holidays, it's Christmas, and you need to buy gifts for your loved ones. Yeah, about my taxes, from my salary, it's debited every month for my taxes. But because I'm new in France, my tax rate has increased. It increases little by little. And I think I have been paid for like 6 months with my previous tax rate. So that's why I'm thinking that for 2025, I will have to pay the difference a bit. Hopefully it won't be more than 500 euros. That's what I will save. But we will see. Okay. So next, I will cash stuff for my groceries. It will be monthly 280 euros. I think this is enough for groceries. It's 70 euros each week. I consider the last week, the fourth week, I consider it to be like a longer week because there's always extra days after the 4th week in a month. But I think 70 euros, it's enough to cover all of this. And I've seen also that even it's a bit, I have an excess at the end of the week, which is great. If I'm very mindful in what I buy just to prepare my food every week, I have 20 euros of excess, and I really love that. This category is very important. I was really aware that I didn't want to have less than this. I didn't want to have too little because food is like an essential part. And if I start budgeting too little for an essential category, then I will get easily demotivated. So, and that's something I don't want to do. I love food. I'm a foodie. I love to enjoy the new gastronomy that France offers me. And I like to try gastronomy from other countries. So no, this will stay like this. And even I would like to increase with time. You know, once my debt is a bit relieved, or I would like to increase for my groceries. For my coffee, I put only 10 because normally I grab coffee from the vending machine at my work and that's like 70 cents. It's not the best coffee. It's not the worst. It's okay. It's okay coffee. I mean, I'm not super disappointed of it. I just need 2 sips and I am good to go, you know, to continue working. For my toiletries for this month, I will put 20, also for households, 20. For eating out, this month has 10, sorry. But I want to put a little bit more for eating out from the excess of my groceries, because eating out is important. Like I said, food equals important. Books this month we have 20. Beauty only for this month we'll have 50. Then next month I will want to budget only 20. Why it has 50? Because this month is the last month that I will pay for a subscription. I canceled my subscription to one of my favorite brands for skincare products, which is Agustinus Bader. It is wonderful. It's beautiful. The results are wonderful. The experience with the brand and the product is wonderful. But right now it's way above my budget. So I still have some products because with the subscription I receive more than what I needed. So I will still use these products. And when I don't have more Agustinus Bader, I think I have I have to buy more affordable skincare products, and I have a brand in mind. There is a German brand called Colibri. They have lovely products with nice ingredients. Maybe the experiences with the product is not like this other luxury brand, but the results should be the same because they are good. Okay, next, sportswear. I will put this month 10 euros, but I also will add a little bit more from the excess money from groceries. I'm in urgent need of changing my running shoes because they are already a bit crooked. And if you are a runner, you should know that it's not very good to run with crooked shoes. They are not good for your ankles. They are not good for your knees or for your hips. And that's why you have to change them regularly, every like 3 or 4 months if you are a regular runner. I'm not a professional runner, so I think they should have more running shoes, but I only have 1 pair. So yeah, this is a must. Miscellaneous, because only 10 euros. Sometimes I feel that it should be more, but right now I cannot budget more. I'm thinking in buying more labels for my thermal printer because I'm a child and I'm a 40-year-old child, and I like stickers and I like labels and I like holographic stickers. So, and I want to use them to continue preparing my props for cash stuffing. So yeah, I will need to save a lot in miscellaneous for that. Okay, now I would like to explain about the goals that I have, why I start budgeting, why I start doing cash stuffing. So I had these goals in mind and I needed to find the best way that will work for me to achieve these goals. So I started looking for, YouTube, because we love YouTube. And it seems that this way of cash stuffing, it's very fun, But it's also something that I used to do before when I was in my early 20s. I didn't have any card, any debit card or credit card. So I had to manage every week or every month, I had to manage my money in cash. And I remember that I used to have some extra money to buy something else for me, like clothing or something nice, music. But since I started to use debit cards and credit cards, it seems like there is an infinite fund where you can grab your money with your cards. So you're not really aware of what you have when you have cards. And I love to go back to the basics, because that's how it feels like to go back to basics. And well, my goals, the first goal, the most important, the obvious one, is to pay for my debt as soon as possible. I want to pay a bit more than the minimal installment, just because I don't want to have problems when and if I lose my job or my contract ends. I won't be able to continue paying the minimal amount even when I will be unemployed. That's a very high amount. So I want to be free at least of that stressful situation. Also, I would like to save enough for my sinking funds. I want to be prepared for when I have to do the payments for my taxes, for my residence permit, etc., etc. I want to have enough to travel and to have a proper holiday. I haven't had a proper holiday in 2 years. If I've been able to visit new places or eating new food or enjoying, I don't know, like the beach or the mountain during summer, it's been because of my partner. My partner is very generous. He can drive kilometers and kilometers just to take me to the beach for one day. He's the best. But I want to have enough money even to invite him, next time. Maybe to spare him some money, to spare him some effort, and to enjoy longer holidays. I would like to have enough money. Also to plan a travel to visit my family back in Ecuador. Like I told you, plane tickets in high season can be very, very expensive, over 2,000 euros. And now I'm not prepared for that. I don't think I will be prepared in more than a year to visit my family, and that's simply silly and unfair. So I had to be disciplined and persevere with the cash stuffing. I think I will be able to fulfill my goals with cash stuffing. So next, obviously, I would like to have an emergency fund. Is it fund or is it funds? I think it's a fund, right? Okay. Let's see, it's fund. Emergency fund is important. You don't know when emergency can come. And I want to be prepared for that. And the last one, which is to have a retirement fund, it's also very, very important, because I started working in France 2 years ago when I was 38. So if I want to retire with the full amount of money that a person retiring in their 60s should have, I have to work until my 80s. And I don't think that will be possible. If I want to retire on my 60s, I won't have enough working years, according to French rules for retirement. I don't have enough worked years to have all of my full retirement salary. I hope I explain well. So, because I want to retire on my 60s, I have to prepare a retirement fund. Yeah. So that's pretty much my budget. And I would like to know why you decided to do cash stuffing, if you're also doing cash stuffing, why you decided to budget. Or maybe I would like to know what are the mistakes you made while budgeting, because I'm a new in doing this, and I would like to know your comments and your recommendations also. So please leave a comment, and thank you for watching this video, and I hope I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.